This is your prime-time forecast for East Alabama and West Georgia from Dr. Don's Weather. Dr. Don's Weather is made possible by the Randolph County Commission, East Alabama Waste, Southern Auction Solutions, Genesis Weight Clinic, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, the Town of Wadley, Auction 431 South, the Salem Auction House and Bama Diesel Repair. From the Alpha Weather Center, powered by Fincher Fence, Estate Masters, Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery, Southern Union State Community College and the venue at 5 Points Farms, here's Dr. Don.
Happy Friday, East Alabama and West Georgia. We're almost back to the weekend. Time now for your primetime forecast for Friday, November 22nd, 2024 on Dr. Don's Weather. It is National Go for a Ride Day, Love Your Freckles Day, and National Cranberry Relish Day. I guess that's to get us ready for next Thursday. Good morning and thank you, Mr. Joy Knight of Salem Auction House down in Salem, Alabama, for being a partner with us here on Dr. Don's Weather. They're going to be having a big auction down there tonight. If you want more information, you can check them out on Facebook, or you can call Joey at 706-315-7266. and make your plans to be there tonight. They got food trucks so you can go down, enjoy supper, enjoy a great auction. They have good quality items. They're located at 50 Lee County Road 175 in Salem, Alabama. It's the Salem Auction House. That's where you need to be tonight. Get your ducks in a row with Dukas. Jamie can handle all of your insurance needs, whether it's personal or commercial, and he can save you money. That's very important right now. 256-831-7770 is the number to call, or you can just click the link at the top of the video to get in touch with Jamie Dukas. Awfully chilly out there this morning, but here's the good news. The wind has finally subsided over what it was yesterday afternoon. My goodness, that wind was horrible. There were quite a number of fires that started yesterday from trees that fell on power lines, and then you put that wind in on top of those spot fires. It became a problem in several locations across East Alabama and West Georgia, including over there toward Talladega County. I understand they had quite a few yesterday. As you get up this morning, we do have a light freeze out there in some locations, but because it was windy last night, though not as bad as yesterday afternoon, that kept us below freeze criteria in most locations, though some of the cooler spots in the valleys could have seen a light freeze out there this morning. But tomorrow morning, I think we'll see a much larger footprint with the light freeze and frost. I think when you get up tomorrow morning, you'll see frost on the ground. Then our next big news here is rain. Rain will return on Tuesday with our next storm system. It'll be a cold front. Now, I don't think we're looking at anything severe Tuesday, but the front will stall out at some point, either over central Alabama and Georgia or South Alabama and South Georgia. And then as we head toward Wednesday or Thanksgiving Day next week, that front is going to back to the north as a warm front. Now, that may produce some stormy conditions. Even the possibility of severe weather will be on the table, but we just don't know yet. It's way too early. I think by the time we get to Saturday or Sunday for sure, we'll have a much better idea. But just understand that there is the possibility we could be looking at a stormy Thanksgiving coming up next Thursday. It won't be the first time. I can remember storms on Thanksgiving many, many times. Family tradition, we used to go deer hunting every Thanksgiving morning. And I can remember hanging off the side of a tree in a tree stand with tornado sirens blaring way off in the distance on Thanksgiving. So it does happen. Let's take a look at your current conditions at the venue at 5 Points Farms. Currently, it is between 36 and 38 degrees, depending on where you are this morning in the area. Wind, nothing like it was yesterday afternoon, thank goodness. Out of the west at 2, gusting to 7. The dew point this morning is 29 degrees. Humidity is 70%. The barometric pressure 29.99. High temperature yesterday was 62. That was achieved yesterday around lunch. Temperature just nosedived throughout the afternoon. We mostly have clear skies this morning. Sunrise at 6:20, and the sun will set at 4:37 p.m. this afternoon. Saw a wind gust at LaGrange, 36 miles per hour yesterday afternoon. To give you some kind of idea, I mean, we sustained 25 mile per hour winds multiple times yesterday afternoon. The wind was just absolutely brutal. 6-day forecast from the Alpha Weather Center. Jamie Dukas, your local Alpha agent. For today, we're looking at a mostly sunny day. A high temperature around 53 this afternoon. If you're headed for high school football tonight, and I encourage that you do, make sure that you carry your coat with you. It's going to be cold tonight. We'll kick those ball games off in the low 40s, but we'll dip into at least the upper 30s throughout most of the ball games this evening. For if you're going up to Northwest Alabama to support the Wadley Bulldogs, be sure you carry maybe a heavy jacket or coat with you up there. Up in Fayette County, you're going to be down in probably into the mid, maybe even low 30s by the time that ball game is over this evening. We do have a freeze warning that remains in effect until 8 a.m. this morning, though most of you didn't make it to 32. But tomorrow morning, a freeze warning will be in effect through about 8 a.m. on Saturday morning as well. For today, sunny with a high temperature of 51, northwest wind at 10 to 15 with gusts as high as 25. So it will be breezy again today, but I don't think it's going to be quite as bad as it was yesterday. Tonight, areas of frost after midnight, otherwise mostly clear. Low temperature of around 35, northwest wind at 5 miles per hour. I think maybe closer to 33 will be the overnight low, and again, some pockets will make it down to 32, and that's where the frost will be. For Saturday, areas of frost before 8 a.m., otherwise mostly sunny. High temperature on Saturday at 57, northwest wind at 5 miles per hour. And then you see what happens the rest of the weekend. Sunday, 63, so a nice warming trend beginning there. Monday, 69 degrees, mostly sunny. And then here comes that cold front on Tuesday, bringing us showers. 66 will be the high. And then the big $64 million question, where does that cold front stall? And does it retreat back to the north as a warm front as we get into Wednesday night, Thursday, and Thursday night? If it does, and that's just one of several possibilities, then we could be looking at a stormy Thanksgiving Thursday, especially in the afternoon and overnight, as we get into the latter part of next week. We're going to watch that for you, and we'll have all the details coming up here on Dr. Don's Weather. Let's take a look at the Southern Union State Community College Live Doppler HD radar. Oh, wait, what is that up to the northeast? Look at Asheville, North Carolina, in the snow this morning. Started snowing in eastern Tennessee and western North Carolina about 6 to 7 hours ago. Had a pretty good dusting of snow in Gatlinburg. And at this hour, it continues to snow up there in Asheville, North Carolina. That beautiful area of North Carolina that was devastated so bad from Hurricane Helene is an absolute beautiful winter wonderland. Up there this morning. I've seen some video on Facebook, just beautiful. The snow was stretching all the way down to Hendersonville and then back over into eastern Tennessee as well. And it wouldn't surprise me to see a few snowflakes up in the northeast Georgia mountains this morning along the ridge top of the Appalachian mountain chain and north. I don't think we see anything down in the Helen or Cleveland area this morning. But yeah, first good snow of the season up in western North Carolina. Back a little bit closer to home, across East Alabama and West Georgia, the Southern Union State Community College Live Doppler HD radar showing no precipitation across East Alabama or West Georgia at this hour. certainly hope that you take time to support us so that we can keep the lights on and so that we can continue to stream and keep you safe during severe weather here at Dr. Don's Weather. Now, there are lots of different ways you can support us, and you can find links to all of those different options at the top of the video on Facebook, bottom of the video on YouTube. You can send us donations by PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. Facebook stars, a great way to support us. Also, if you can't support us, I understand times are tough right now. They're about to get better, but times are still tough. So if you can't support us financially, there's one thing you can do, or there's several things you can do to support us, and it doesn't cost you a dime. On social media, it's extremely important that you support us on YouTube, Facebook, X, and Discord. You want to do things like us, follow us, share us with your friends, ask them to share with their friends. Make a comment on our post. If it's just simply, "Good morning, Dr. Don," or "Thank you, Dr. Don," or whatever you want to say. That when you make a comment, you're interacting with Dr. Don's Weather. And that puts us, number one, it keeps us on your news feed so that you'll continue to see posts from us. But it also increases our numbers. So be sure you do those things. That doesn't cost you a dime. And go over to our YouTube channel. Subscribe to Dr. Don on YouTube. Make sure you click that little notification bell so that you get notified when we go live for severe weather coverage, which there's an outside chance we may have to look at some of that toward the end of next week. Be sure you join our Discord community as well, because we give you some extra perks over there on Discord when we go live to cover severe weather. Have a fantastic Friday. Good Lord willing and the creek don't rise. I'll see you back in here first thing tomorrow morning with another edition of your primetime forecast on Dr. Don's Weather.
This has been your primetime forecast for East Alabama and West Georgia. From the Alpha Weather Center, powered by Fincher Fence, Estate Masters, Southern Union State Community College, the venue at 5 Points Farms, and Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery. Dr. Don's Weather is supported by the Randolph County Commission, East Alabama Waste, Southern Auction Solutions, Genesis Weight Clinic, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, the Town of Wadley, Auction 431 South, the Salem Auction House, and Bama Diesel Repair. Be sure to like us on Facebook, share us with all of your friends, and subscribe to Dr. Don's Weather on YouTube. We will be back tomorrow morning with another edition of your primetime forecast on Dr. Don's Weather.